Hi everyone, the Joyful Yogini here. Oh, I don't know if you can hear music in the background. Maybe I'll leave it on and hopefully it's going to be okay. You know what? I think I should turn it off actually. I'm going to turn this off. Okay. So this class is live and I'm opening up Zoom for some reason. Okay, stop, Chewy. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to be doing, I think I might turn off that light back there, a yin yoga and a meditation class tonight. And it's going to be all channeled. So channeled messages, channeled healing. I'm going to turn off this light right now. It's the glare. It's not pretty. Is that too dark? It might be too dark. Trying to get the right amount of light here. Okay, let's see how this is. And maybe I will end up turning that back on. All right, Chewy, you need to sit. Show these people some respect. Good. Come on down. Come on. So this particular class is focused on helping. Oh, I can't see who that is. I might have to put my glasses on and take a little glance. Oh, Anne, hey, how are ya? So this class is you can do it at any time. The intention of this class, though, is to help you to remember who you are, to believe in who you are, and to also believe that the universe has your back. And I know I've been, as with many people out there, have been going through a lot, and I've been having ups and downs and emotions coming up and coming up and out, needing to heal, needing to flow. And some days have been really challenging. And if you have been going through your own challenging things, and maybe it's not one area of your life, maybe it's several. I know for me, it's several areas of my life. I got some black flies I'm scratching here. Several areas of my life have been in an upheaval. And sometimes it just feels like it's here and here and here and just weighing like a big, heavy freaking blanket, right? And can feel overwhelming at times. And when I'm feeling overwhelmed, anxious, maybe I'll just call it stressed, it's usually because I'm not in my power. Maybe it's always because during those times I might not be in my power. Because if I was in my power, hey, thanks for the hearts. If I was in my power, then I would remember the creator of who I am. So I want to share that because if you are ever in a place of stress, anxiousness, anxiety, feeling like everything is crumbling around you, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you can't handle it all, I want to remind you that you can, and there's support out there. So, this Canadian Mental Health Association, if you are from Canada, and I'm sure you have, if you're from different parts of the world, I'm sure you have your equivalent that you can reach out to. I even just reached out to friends and neighbors on a local Facebook group saying, I need some help. I need help with getting my house ready to sell, and I can't do it all on my own. There's so much stuff that has to be done here. So, sometimes you just have to put it out there. And so this yin yoga and meditation is help you to remember the creator that you are. Remember that the world is not against you. It might feel that way sometimes, but maybe it's just not the divine timing for things to happen the way maybe you want them to, or maybe they need to happen in a different way. So it's about letting go and not needing something to look a certain way because that way feels safer, So I need these reminders. And so I'll channel in some messages, I'll channel in some healing, and I'm going to start by pulling a card to inspire the class. So I'm pulling from my Oracle of Unicorns deck. So if you know of anyone who's having a hard time, feel free to forward this class to them if you think that they could benefit from it. That card needs to turn over. Yeah, I could use some Afterbite right now to put on my black fly bites. I bought one of those Benadryl sticks yesterday. Can't find it. I bought it and it's nowhere to be found. Like, oh my goodness. Come on. Not this too, universe. Come on. So maybe it'll be channeled where the stick is now located so I can have some relief from my itching. Okay, so what do we need? What do we need for this class? What messages, what energy want to come out to us today? Now, I am wearing 2 essential oils, and one is lavender. I was just inspired to share this. So one is lavender, and the other one is arbor vitae. So arbor vitae, it comes from the cedar tree, and it helps you to go with the flow. And then lavender is also wonderful for connecting in your third eye, being able to get messages, and also getting into that place of calm and relaxation. And if you have a hard time sleeping, if you put a little bit on a Kleenex and stick it into your pillowcase, don't put a lot because it will, it can get overpowering, right? But it can be very helpful. All right. So the card that came up is trust. This card couldn't be any more perfect. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. It makes me want to cry. And I'm a poet, didn't even know it. Yeah, it makes me want to cry. Yeah, like I know I need to sell my house, right? Just to share my personal. And but because my separation agreement isn't done and don't have a full-time job as of yet, I can't, I don't have a place to stay once the house sells, right? And I need to trust that it's all gonna fall into place. It's freaking scary, right? I need to take the leap off, just like in that picture of that, the small, the small little mountain. Didn't know the best way to describe it. I mean, I can see it in my head. So you know what I'm saying. Take a leap of faith and just trust that the universe is going to catch you. And that can be scary. But I know in my heart that the universe has my back and the universe has yours too. So we're going to use this class to help release the patterns of not trusting, right? Because no matter how scary something is, we have a team. Like I believe that we have a spiritual team. I've spoken to my team on several occasions. I'm communicating with them all the time. Like I know we have support. And so let's get back into a place of trust and belief in who we are and know that we've got this. So I think Chewy's all ready for the meditation side of things. I don't know if you guys can see him. I'm gonna bear. He's all. So I think I'm gonna need to keep that low. And I'll move down here. I wonder if for the YouTube, if it's too dark. I'm gonna turn on that backlight one more time and just see the difference, and then we'll get going. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Oh, I think that's better. Okay, sip of water. Okay. Hi, baby. You can meditate with your lammy. We're going to start in Shavasana, not Shavasana. We're going to start in Child's Pose. And if you have any lower back issues, you can do it with your knees together to give your lower back some extra support. If you're not having any lower back issues, then you can also open up your hips by bringing your knees to the opposite edges of the mat and your toes together to touch. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Normally, when I teach these classes, I have my J buds in so you can hear me really clearly. And they're in my car, and my daughter has my car. So we're just going to see how this goes. I will do my best to keep the volume of my voice nice and high. Sorry, I'm all snotty now. So reach with your fingertips, and then you're going to be gently pushing your heart towards the mat, feeling the connectedness of Mother Earth in your third eye, which is resting on the mat. And as you're gently pushing your heart towards the mat, you'll feel the back of your heart opening. I'm giving you as many instructions as I can before my face is in the mat. And you're going to breathe nice and deeply in and out through your nose. So far, super relaxed and gentle. I should have warned you about my dogs potentially barking. So we're just going to keep going with the flow. And you know what? That's part of the universal message. We need to go with the flow. And whatever abrupt turns our life might need to take, things that can be scary, a little bit of an upheaval, we've got this. So we might have some disruptions in this class, okay? So head down. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. You can choose to set an intention for this class. You continue in the child's pose as I'm popping up to just give some more instructions. My nose is so stuffy. I need to blow my nose. It just is what it is. And maybe it's not the most professional class today, but I'm giving you what I can, and I guess what will be beneficial in the long run for anyone who's watching, right? Okay, so set an intention for this class. While you're in your child's pose, you can now walk your hands over to the right and place your forehead back down on the mat. Walk your hands over to the left and place your forehead back down. Walk your hands back to center. Continuing with your child's pose, continue to reach with those fingertips forward, feeling your forehead connected in with Mother Earth on the mat. And normally when I do yin, we might hold a pose anywhere for 3 to 6 minutes. In this class today, there's going to be some longer and some shorter. I also want to do a heavier meditation for this class rather than more yin. So we're going to be heavier on the meditation side. Nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. Good. We're going to move up to our hands and knees tabletop. Knees shoulder width apart. Your shoulders stacked above your wrists. Fingers nicely spread out. And this is just going to be something we do in between before we go into a longer pose again. Ooh, a little cut off there. There we go. All right, so we're going to breathe in as we raise our right arm up. Roll our wrist in one direction. Roll it in the other direction. And then we're going to take the arm, we're going to thread the needle, bring it down, and bring your right cheek down to the mat. Now you can stay just like this, or you can stretch your left leg back. You can even flex your foot and raise it up. It might be hard to do this for a long period of time. So you can choose to add in the balance or not, or maybe for a little bit, and then you can bring the leg down. We're not going to stay here for 3 minutes. This is going to be one of the shorter poses. I'm just intuitively going from pose to pose so we can work on the chakras that need some attention. So right now in this one, we are working on the solar plexus. We're also working on the heart and the throat. If your leg is up, you can bring that knee down. Then we're going to unthread the needle and once again open up our heart up to the right. And then bringing that hand back down. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Breathe in, raise that left arm up. You can roll the wrist one way. YouTube, I know my arm is cut off. That's what I'm doing. And we can roll it the other way. Yeah, this was so last minute. My regular students weren't able to make it. So I'm like, oh, I'll just quickly do this. So it's not my normal setup if I was going to do a regular live yoga. So now we're going to take that arm, thread the needle, bring it under the other arm, left cheek down to the mat. You can stay here or take that right leg back and up. Again, this leg can be down. You do not need to add the balance in at all. Okay, we're going to bring that knee down if it is up. Unthread the needle. Once again, open up your heart to the left. And then bring it back down. Okay, we're going to go into Cobra. So we're going to walk our hands forward. Put your hips down. Oh, I'm cut off in Instagram. There, I'll bring myself back. So we're going to be in our Cobra. You don't have to come up super high. You can even start down with your head down, your chest down, and breathe in and up and coming up to a point that feels good for you. And at any time, if you need to go back down to the mat, you can rest down there for a while. Come up when you feel ready. If you stay down there the whole time, that's okay. So for this one, we're opening up our heart and our solar plexus. You feel a really nice elongation in your solar plexus, which is below your ribs and above your belly button. So with that heart nicely open, you can also be connecting in with your throat chakra too. That chin can be just level or slightly raised. You can bring attention to that throat. I'm so stuffed up. It's really challenging for me to breathe in and out through my nose, but that is the recommended breathing pattern. So in and out through your nose, nice and easy. Another type of breathing that you can do is an Ujjayi breath. And all that means is on the breath out, you make the breath out audible. So your lips are closed, but it's as if you're trying to fog up a glass while your lips are closed. So it's a pushing out of your breath. And it can almost sound like the waves of the ocean. It just, the breath is just, that breath feels so much more powerful, and it feels like you're consciously bringing it into your cells. We're going to come down now, and just for a moment, you're going to place your forehead on the mat, reach your arms up in front. Okay, so stretch your arms up in front and relax with your forehead down. You can send some breath to your lower back, your shoulders, just give yourself permission to fully melt into the mat. Okay, we're going to come up to Sphinx pose now. So you're going to bring your elbows close to your ribs, gently pushing your heart forward again. So it's a little bit different from Cobra, but we're still working on the solar plexus and the heart and the throat. Again, I do apologize for the dog barking. Just try to wash that sound out. We have kids coming into the house as well. So we're just going to stay here for about another minute, breathing in and out through your nose. Tops of your feet are pushing down into the mat. Okay, we're going to do a counter stretch now. Roll onto your side and then onto your bum. We're going to be doing fish pose. If you have a bolster, you can use this. You can also use blocks or nothing at all. If you're wanting to use a bolster, my bolster is very long, and it's an extra long torso. Normally the ones are shorter, so the way you can do it is you can have your head over the edge of the pillow. Okay? I can't talk to you right now. No. I'm so sorry, everybody. Well, I'm doing a class. My kids shouldn't be trying to talk to me. Okay, so we can have the pillow going along our spine and coming down. So if it was a shorter bolster, my head could potentially be coming off of it and having my crown on the floor or even on a block or a smaller blanket, so you can adjust how cranked your neck is. You can have it not cranked at all, and you can have it just like this, head fully supported, heart is up, palms are up, and breathe. Now, if you don't want to use anything under you, I'll show you what the fish pose would look like. Okay, so you put your hands under your bum, elbows down, head back, and then you might get licked by a dog. And you have your crown down, or even a block or a pillow, so again, your neck isn't as cramped. If you do have neck issues, then you shouldn't overextend your neck. So this is beautiful for the throat chakra and the heart chakra. You know, when I use my J buds, they are noise canceling. And so if my dogs start barking, then I don't really have to worry about it. And today, I'm needing to practice patience and embrace what is. You know, I'm concerned that anyone who's chosen to watch this, they might find the dogs barking a bit too abrasive. And so I'm hoping that you can also use it as an example of needing to flow. Shh. Come here, Chewy. Come here. Good boy. Lie down. Lie down. Come on, lie down. Chewy. Gracie. Enough. From here, you can slowly come out of fish pose, getting your elbows out of the way, or if you have anything under you, you can slowly take it out. And then we can tuck our knees into our chest, into a nice little ball. And if it feels nice for you, we can just do a gentle rocking back and forth. Good. Okay, now I did say this would be mostly a meditation, so we are going to move to the meditation side of things. And again, as a warning, we might have some dogs barking. I know it's not the optimal type of environment right now for meditation, but I'm going to trust that however this flows, it's meant to flow in that way. Notice if any discomfort and emotions come up. Allow them to present and to continue to flow. You can work towards finding a perspective that allows you to embrace what is. So for the meditation part, I want you to get super comfortable. If you want to get socks on, if you want to get a sweater on, if you want a blanket, pillow. Sorry, I'm like chugging water. I really needed it. My throat is going through a healing. So I'm going to put a cozy sweater on. I'm going to put socks on and get yourself into a comfy, cozy position. I recommend lying on your back. But if you want to sit, you can sit for sure. I want you to allow yourself to melt into the mat. Okay? So let me get my blanket all ready. Okay. I know I'm cut off on Instagram, so I'm going to turn around this way. Okay, Choo. You can lie down too. Okay, I'm a little cut off. Okay, Choo, sit. Good boy. Good boy, coming down. Okay. So getting super comfortable. Again, I'm going to project my voice as best I can without having my sound system hooked up here. So breathing in and out through your nose. Think about where you want to have your hands placed. You might have one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Or maybe you have both arms at your sides, palms are up, being open to receive. Maybe you are like a big X on the ground, right? Your arms spread out, your legs spread out. If you're having any lower back issues, you can put some blankets or blocks under your thighs. You can bend your knees, put your feet at opposite edges of the mat, and bring your knees into touch. So choose something that feels nice and comfy for you, and feel free to adjust as you need to. So breathing in and out through your nose. So the poses that we did today were helping us to open up our heart chakra, the front and the back, as well as activating our throat chakra and our solar plexus. Now, your solar plexus is your power center. It's your confidence, your courage, your willpower. And so when we are feeling stressed, when we're feeling anxious, it means we've somehow lost our power. We don't believe that, the words that I'm going to use are, we don't necessarily believe that we're in charge. And someone gave me that message. It was, I think, earlier today, this morning, maybe. And that to be happy, it's about you being your own boss and basically believing that you are creating your life. And so fueling that solar plexus is an important aspect of that. Is truly believing that you are within your power and you are creating a reality based on your internal world. So where have your thoughts been? Where are your emotions? Are you in a place of trust? Where is your focus? Because where your focus is, your attention goes. Or where your attention goes, the energy flows, is what I meant to say. So we want to have a strong solar plexus, feeling like we're in our power. So then our attention will be focused on us being in our power, believing in ourselves, believing in the creator that we are, and being able to manifest our desires. And trusting that things will flow in a way that will be perfect for our journey, for the lessons that we need to have, for the resources that need to come together, for the perfect divine timing. And it might not look anything in what you can quite imagine. So even though you can put your order into the universe, we need to stay open. We need to be malleable. We need to be able to stretch and flow and pivot. And we need to trust in our intuition and make choices where our inspiration is directing us. And things are happening quickly. So if we get into a place of fear, it's important for us to notice it as soon as possible so we can work through it, get out of our fear, step back into our power so we don't miss our stop. So they were giving me the analogy of a train. And on this particular train, you have to give the universe a yes that you are going to move forward with, let's say, an opportunity that has presented. So, how do you say yes? You take action in some small way moving towards it. So, if we're on a train and we want to grab that opportunity, the analogy with the train will be pressing your stop or telling the conductor this is your stop and consciously getting off that train, right? Or pushing the button for your stop. I guess they're showing me a subway train. And a subway train, which is funny because a subway train stops at every stop normally. So maybe it's more of a mixture between a subway train and a streetcar. Named Desire. Streetcar named Desire. But we need to take some type of action. And so those doors will open. Because on this particular train, subway, streetcar named Desire, whatever it is, um, yeah, you need to give the go ahead. And by you taking some small action, whatever small action it is, one small step for man, or no, what is it? One first step for mankind. Oh my goodness, I'm not even going to put my energy towards that. You're probably like shoving it at the screen right now. But you know what I'm saying. The energy of it is there for you. And so when we move forward in the energy, then more energy can build and more resources can be drawn towards you because the energy of the connections gets stronger. And we need all like with the way the current energy is in the planet, with the beautiful shifts that have been happening within the planetary matrix, it's there used to be some type of like grid, and that grid has like broken apart. And so in order to bring things to you, you focus the energy and you're sending energy rockets towards all the resources that are needed to draw it in. And as you take action, those connections get stronger and stronger and stronger. And almost they can get to a point where they're automated and just coming towards you because you're in that place of trust as you're drawing it in. And things don't have to be as tough as they were, even though right now things may seem very tough. And it's because the universe is bringing up the old, bringing up the patterns of thought that have created mistrust, that have created thought patterns of you not believing in yourself, not believing within your power. And everything is bubbling up for you to release. It's a crumbling down, bringing things or energy, patterns of thought down to ash. And then a rebuilding. And the scaffolding is being set up right now for this rebuilding. When you think about the movie The Matrix, and please, I want you to know that I have seen, I guess, two of the Matrixes, because this is, I think there might be three. And I do not remember the details of it. But the message that wanted to come through, it's like there's been a whole reboot and reprogramming the matrix reloaded. This version is very different. And so we're going through this recalibration, and many of us have been going through physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual shifts, and needing to trust in the process of those shifts and the timing of it. We need to surrender and believe in possibilities. They're showing me a fox right now, and the fox is the magician. Magic is available to us, and you are connected to this beautiful magical resource. We need to use creativity and play to get us into that magical flow. Needing to have a balance between work and play, between getting things done and resting, between laughing and organizing, getting through details. And this beautiful balance will help to maintain a strong, steady flow of attracting what we desire. What you can imagine is possible. The desires that maybe come into your head, trust that when they're coming into your head, the creation has already begun. And now that they're popping into your head, it means that it is a possibility. It is something in the making. And you can choose to keep fertilizing it and taking steps forward. What is your priority right now? Focus on what your priority is. Allow the energy to flow in that area or in those areas. You might have a couple of simultaneous priorities, and that's okay. Keep focusing on those. And yes, you will need to fill in extra gaps with regular things that you need to get done. But it is all possible. Bring your attention to your solar plexus, so above your belly button and below your ribs. Beautiful spinning wheel of yellow or golden energy. And picture it expanding and expanding. Maybe that spinning wheel of confidence and courage and willpower. Maybe you feel it speeding up as well. And if you don't feel or sense anything spinning, that's okay. If you're not good at using your mind's eye to see colors or energy, that's okay too. You can use your imagination or just simply bring your attention to that area of your body. Think expansion. Think power. They're giving me the image of the cougar. Nice long claws. And it has its claws stuck in a beautiful, gorgeous, juicy papaya. I was seeing this image earlier today when I was doing the Intuition Wednesday, and it's tearing it open and eating the juiciness of that papaya. Just tearing in the meat of it, and you can see the juices running out of it. It seems like it would be the most delicious thing ever. So that's what we're going after. If you wish, you can now bring your attention to your heart chakra. Maybe you want to focus on a spinning wheel of green or pink energy. Green is your giving, and the pink is your self love. The image that they're showing me is a beautiful pink lotus flower in the core of our heart chakra. The power of that lotus radiating outward. Lotus flowers can grow from a mud puddle. And we too have been growing from being within our muck. Maybe some days you've felt totally defeated, depleted, overwhelmed, anxious, angry, resentful, sad, scared. Maybe you've been having a roller coaster of emotions. Some days pretty good, and maybe other days just heavy as anything. And that's okay. We can embrace our own unique cycles as we're each going through our own cleansing journey, releasing patterns of thought and emotions that have been blocking us, that have been preventing us from achieving the joy, the satisfaction in our life that we've been looking for in one or all areas of our lives. We're going through a beautiful healing process, and we need to trust in that and give ourselves the love, the self-care, and the time and energy that we need. Whatever resources we need, it's important, and we're worthy. We're important. And we need to do what we can for ourselves. Ask for help when we need to. So we've been going through the muck so we can turn into a beautiful flower. Beautiful transformation. Transformation is also associated with the butterfly. And so I feel like we're all going towards gaining our wings. Our beautiful colors, our unique, creative colors, as we are all beautifully unique and all have gifts that we could share. And we all have our own unique needs and desires. And we also need to honor those. We're not like anyone else. So, standing in our power and speaking our truth for what we need is really important right now. And we're going through a healing to help to be able to do that, to be our own boss, create the life we desire. Because you are a powerful creator, you are worthy, and you are enough. Feel that heart chakra expanding outward. Maybe you're seeing your lotus flower get bigger and brighter, be more beautiful and powerful, just like you. If you like, you can bring your attention to your throat chakra or continue to focus either on your heart or your solar plexus. Your throat chakra is a beautiful spinning wheel of turquoise energy. This is where we speak our truth. And it's a turquoise, which has green in it, which is associated with the heart. So it's important for us to speak our truth from our heart. You can picture that spinning wheel of turquoise energy, maybe spinning faster, maybe getting bigger, maybe both. And if there's something you need to say to someone, something you've been holding back on speaking your truth about, you can use this time to build that beautiful, powerful energy up so you can speak your truth from the heart. Maybe it's just not one thing you've been holding back on. Maybe you simply need the strength to just continuously speak your truth. Maybe there's a certain family member or a friend or a coworker, and you need to keep setting your boundaries. Maybe it's with your kids, your parents. Start to deepen your breath. Feel your heart chakra, your solar plexus, and your throat chakra opening up nice and wide, radiating beautiful love and light and power. This power is just coming from the core of who you are, the brilliance of who you are. It's not that power of, I'm going to take over the world. It's that power of, I am a brilliant creator. And I am not powerless. I am powerful. And I can handle whatever is going to come along my path. And I'm going to trust that whatever comes along my path is meant to be. Well, at least trusting in your intuition to know if it's meant to be. Not everything that's going to be thrown at you is going to be for you. Sometimes you need to connect in with those emotions, right? Connect in with what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what makes you feel uncomfortable, what makes you feel alive. It's important for you to connect in with all of that. Take a few more conscious, deep breaths, maybe even some belly breathing to help accentuate that solar plexus. Breathing in and raising that belly up and out. Breathing out, and then your belly collapses. So continue to build up that solar plexus. Good. Now, anytime you get into a place of stress or overwhelmment, you can do the belly breathing to help you to get back into your power. When you're ready, eyes can be closed or open, whatever you feel most comfortable with. You can roll onto one side, just in preparation for getting up. You don't have to get up right away. You can chill in this next phase of comfort. And whenever you're ready, you can make your way to a seated position. Take some time to adjust in this position. You can breathe in and out through your nose, feeling your sit bones connected in with the mat and feeling your feet connected in with the mat. I want to thank you so much for sharing this time with me. And if you've been going through some challenging times, I'm sending you a big hug. And you've got this, but remember to ask for help. Get the help you need, because I know sometimes it can be really overwhelming. But you've got it. And it was an honor to be able to do this with you. And to have a safe space where I could be raw, vulnerable, and know that, that it's a safe space. So we're to seal off this practice and the beautiful healing that we've done, the beautiful energy that was coming in, and the messages that maybe we needed reminders about. So I thank our angels and guides for bringing that in, and for you being here, because that created the unique space for this particular healing. So we can bring our thumbs to our forehead. May you have kind thoughts and intentions. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May you speak kind words to yourself and to others.
Bring your thumbs to your heart. May your heart be filled with love, joy, peace, gratitude, forgiveness, and trust in the brilliant creator that you are, and that the universe truly does have your back, and the universe wants you to radiate your light bright. So, from my light to your beautiful, amazing light, namaste. All right, everybody. I hope you have a really nice rest of your evening or whenever you end up watching this. If you're not watching it now, not live. Um, and if any of you are interested in joining any of my regular yoga classes, or if you're interested in 101 yoga or 101 channel reading and healing session, you can connect with me. And I wish you lots of love and light. Once again, namaste, everybody. All right, so I am going to shut her down. I'm going to start with YouTube. Bye, YouTube. See you guys later. All right.